take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we threw it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain and
2025 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT First Look Review, 4 doors and a 4-digit horsepower figure. The Porsche Taycan lineup receives a significant upgrade for 2025, enhancing the electric sedan in every way. The Taycan Turbo variants aren't forgotten, and alongside those range-wide improvements, Porsche also adds a thrilling new model for those who feel electric cars and racetracks are a good combination. At the apex of the new Porsche Taycan electric sedan lineup sits the most powerful series production Porsche of all time, the 2025 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT and its track-ready Weissach counterpart. Arriving with over 1,000 horsepower and a starting price upwards of $230,000, the Taycan Turbo GT isn't coming quietly simply because it's an EV, it's making waves and setting records even in its pre-production state, just in case Tesla and Lucid thought they could rest on their laurels. The Model S Plaid and Lucid Air Sapphire have got big competition coming their way, and we've had to make room in our Dream 10 car garage. When is the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT coming out? The release date for the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT is set for summer in 2024, when it will arrive alongside the new base Taycan and Taycan Turbo lineup. The order books are already open. 2025 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT price and competition. Although the tamer Taycan models aren't cheap to begin with, the turbo models certainly up the ante. The new Taycan Turbo costs $173,600, while the Turbo S goes on sale for $209,000. The price of the 2025 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT is eye-wateringly high, starting at $230,000 MSRP before destination, $1,995. Opting for the GT with the Weissach package doesn't change the price. The competition also asks buyers to pay for performance, with the Lucid Air Sapphire requiring a layout of $249,000, that fee buys 1,234 HP and a 1.89-second sprint to 60. The Model S Plaid may be significantly cheaper at $89,990, but it's no slouch, with a sub-2-second sprint time and 1,020 HP on tap. It's worth saying that no Tesla will have the pedigree of a Porsche, however, and if we had the money to spend, we'd be signing on the dotted line with Porsche. New Porsche Taycan Turbo GT exterior and colors. Like the rest of the Taycan lineup, the new Porsche Taycan Turbo models benefit from an exterior update that sees fresh front fenders, new headlights, new tail lights, and an updated rear fascia equipped. The Turbo GT gets additional special attention in an effort to reduce weight. As such, there is carbon fiber on the B-pillars, the upper shells on the door mirrors, and the side skirts. It also rides on exclusive lightweight forged 21-inch Turbo GT wheels with relief milled spokes for added ventilation. These are wrapped in Pirelli P0 Trofeo R rubber. These models also get a front spoiler with aero blades and a rear adaptive spoiler. A gurney flap in high-gloss carbon weave is standard. Up front, there are matrix LED lights that can be upgraded to HD matrix LEDs. Unlike other turbo models that bear Turbo Night badging to set them apart, the Turbo GT maintains its full-color logos as part of its racing ethos. The Turbo GT badging on the rear is rendered in matte black, however. At no cost, buyers can opt for the Weissach package, which adds more track-focused components and makes the Turbo GT stand out even more. These include an underbody air deflector, a new front diffuser, and a fixed rear wing in a carbon weave finish. The Weissach package reduces the curb weight of the GT by over 150 pounds. As for exterior colors, there is a total of 6 available for the Porsche Turbo GT with new hues, including pale blue metallic and purple sky metallic. These will only be available for a year on these exclusive models. The brake calipers are painted in Victory Gold as standard. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT dimensions. Dimensions for the new Porsche Taycan Turbo and GT models include a length of 195.4 inches for the regular turbos, with the GT being 0.2 of an inch longer. The wheelbase is a standard 114.2 inches. Turbo trims are 77.5 inches wide with the mirrors folded, while GT models are a little wider at 78.7 inches. Height for the GT comes in at 54.3 with regular turbo models sitting 0.1 inches higher. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT powertrain and performance. As though there wasn't already a broad range of performance available in the Taycan lineup, the turbo models take it one step further. The base turbo uses its dual motor setup to produce up to 697 horsepower. Using overboost and launch control will see peaks of 871 HP and 693 lb-ft of torque, which is sufficient for a 2.5-second benchmark sprint. Top track speed is listed as 161 miles per hour. Turbo S models drop 0.2 off the Porsche Taycan's 0 to 60 time, courtesy of 764 HP and 818 lb-ft, 938 HP with overboost. But for the ultimate track toy, the Turbo GT puts out a standard 777 HP and 988 lb-ft, which can be boosted to 1019 HP. This will peak at 1092 for 2 seconds. Those ludicrous specs hurdle the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.2 seconds, and if, for some reason, that's not quick enough, you can do it in 2.1 seconds with the Weissach package's weight-saving measures. Top speed for the regular GT arrives at 180 miles per hour, but you can push it to 190 on models with the Weissach package, no doubt thanks to the added 485 pounds of downforce. To enable these ludicrous performance specs, the new Taycan models get an attack mode that unleashes maximum power in a burst of 10 seconds. On GT trims, this is designed for maximum track entertainment. But, the automaker goes to great lengths to remind us that the Taycan Turbo isn't about having as much power as possible in isolation. Instead, Turbo GT models are about the careful marriage between brutal acceleration, effective braking, confident cornering, smart aerodynamics, and the resulting stability that mean you can throw this electric four-door around a track without fear. Our first ride in the Taycan Turbo GT pushed that boundary for us. The blistering performance upgrades of Turbo GT over the regular turbo models are the result of a more potent silicon carbide pulse inverter on the rear axle. In GT spec, it sends up to 900 amps to the rear motor, 300 more than in the Turbo S. The GT's 2-speed transmission is adjusted for this kind of performance, and it gets special tuning for the Porsche Active Ride suspension that comes standard. Range, charging, and battery life. Taycan Turbo models come with the bigger battery from the regular Taycan as standard, and also benefits from faster charging than before. Thanks to high charging capacities, even colder environments won't hamper how quickly you can refill the 105 kWh battery, 97 kWh usable. Taycans can be charged at 800-volt DC charging stations at speeds of up to 320 kilowatts. In ideal conditions, Porsche says you should be able to charge from 10% to 80% in around 18 minutes. Although Porsche says the range has been increased by around 35% on the Taycan lineup, those figures have yet to be released, and will undoubtedly be affected by how you drive the Taycan Turbo. 2025 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT interior and cargo. While more demure Taycan models get fleshed out inside for the new model year, the interior updates for the 2025 Taycan Turbo GT focuses more on performance, and, in the case of the Weissach package, track use. To that end, some features are scrapped on the Halo models to reduce weight: soft close doors, a power charge port door, and the bits and pieces of the Sport Chrono package are removed. The Weissach package also strips out the rear seats and leaves you with just a carbon fiber shelf for storage. Still, there's loads of leather and race text covering every surface, race text in the Weissach package cars, with the steering wheel wrapped in the stuff and sporting a 12 o'clock marker. European GT models come with carbon bucket seats as standard, but US spec models will come with the 18-way adaptive sport seats plus instead, embroidered to show off the model designation. In regular Porsche Taycan Turbo models, there are seats for up to 5 if you choose the rear 2+1 seat option, and 14-way adjustable seats are standard. Heating and ventilation are optional and customization is almost endless, with standard leather and Turbonite interior trim. A passenger display can be opted on, and there's a long list of features you can customize your Taycan Turbo with, including safety assists like a surround view camera, head-up display, and adaptive cruise control. Cargo space figures vary, with the regular Porsche Taycan Turbo managing 12.9 cubes in the rear storage compartment and 2.9 cubes in the front. The rear luggage compartment drops to 11.5 cubes of volume in the GT.
Way back, let's go through it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument?